Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland has a dynamic, varied and delicious food scene. If you love to eat, this is the city for you. In this 5-part video series, we're taking you to our favourite spots along Dominion Road, Auckland's iconic street for tasty, affordable eats. In this video, we're chasing spice. This is one for all you chilli lovers. We tackle a gigantic plate loaded with over 200 chillies, tossed with fried chicken wings, lotus root, chips and rice cakes. We hunt down a unique eating experience where you pay for your food by weight before it's thrown into a spicy, numbing broth. And share one of the world's oldest street foods, Hao or Chinese barbecue, skewers loaded with fragrant spices and cooked over charcoal. We're hunting down Auckland's best eats. Hit subscribe and get ready for some mouth-watering food.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat. Today we're on Dominion Road here in Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland, and today's video is all about spice. We're talking chilies, hot spice, we're talking spices for flavour. It's going to be a real good one, a real punchy one for flavour. And we're on Dominion Road. This is an amazing road for food here in Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland. There are 108 restaurants on this one road. So we're not making one video about Dominion Road, we're making 5. This is video 1 of that series. And we're at the first restaurant, Mr Hao, for a giant plate of chilies and fried chicken.
We're diving right in. We've got the menu in front of us at Mr Hao, and I'm so pumped to share this restaurant with you because there is one particular dish that I absolutely love here, and it is loaded, just loaded with chilies. But what we're going to do is order a whole spread so you can see sort of what else they have here. So I'm just going to tick away, and we'll get into the kitchen too and show you what's going on behind the scenes. Mr Hao's dining ethos is based around Hao or Chinese barbecue and that late night snacks and drinking type of eating. So a load of like snacky dishes, and this one particular dish that we've ordered, spicy chicken wings, comes with a ton of chilies. We've ordered beers. It's just going to be this epic feast. So we're in the kitchen. The guys are going to let us see how the dish comes together. Wow! I have been watching Chef put together our spicy chicken wing dish, and it is loaded with chilies. So many chilies, like hundreds of chilies. And the resulting dish is this beautiful cacophony of chicken wings, chili, lotus root, what else? Rice cakes and homemade potato chips.
How good does this food look? So this is truly loaded with chilies, this fried chicken dish. There is hundreds of chilies in there. It is so spectacular. And in fact, every dish has chili. So we've got a number of dishes. We've got a cucumber salad, we've got some oysters which they chucked on the grill. They're covered in a little bit of chili and garlic and whatnot. And then we've got some dumplings as well, which are in a chili oil. So chilies are coating everything here. We love this. And it's all about beer as well. So you come, you have some drinks, food like this, barbecue, skewers. It's a cool place. And look at this dish. So you've got fried lotus root in here. You've got homemade potato chips. You've got chili crunchy chips. Oh, sweet, spicy. Oh, so good. We've obviously got those chicken wings in there. Oh, yum. Oh, I love the lotus root as well. Oh, the lotus root has taken on the chili oil. The great thing about this dish is while it's truly covered in chilies, hundreds of chilies, it doesn't blow your socks off. So it's full of flavor, but it's not completely so hot that you can't even breathe, you can't think. It's not like that at all. It's just flavor. And it's so good because you can eat it and you're not going to regret it. You're not dying. You're not going to wake up the next day and regret your life choices. It's just delicious to eat. Fried chicken's really good too. Oh, juicy, the spices right through the skin, crunchy on the outside. I love it. I truly love it.
I'm diving into these grilled Pacific oysters. They look super plump, topped with spring onion, bit of chili and garlic. Plump, fresh, that garlic, super zingy. Oh, this is beer food, so spicy, fried, deep fried, crispy, crunchy. Oh, I'm loving it. We love this part of town. Thomas and I used to live just off Dominion Road, so this is our neighbourhood. We know it really well and we can't wait to show you our favourite spots to eat in this series. So we're continuing to chase the spice. Our next spot is serving up a dish called Malatang. Malatang translates to spicy numbing soup, and the way that they prepare this dish is super unique as well. Let's go. This is what I mean by unique. You walk into the restaurant and you've got these giant fridges loaded up with fresh food. So we've got vegetables, we've got meat, we've got noodles, we've got a ton of seafood, we've got a ton of offal. And essentially what you do is you grab a bowl, you load up the bowl with whatever combination of ingredients you like, you choose a soup base, and then they take the bowl, weigh it, it's $4 New Zealand per 100 grams, and then they take it into the kitchen and cook it up for you. All right, so let's just get into it. I'm gonna grab a bowl and then I'm just gonna pick a load of ingredients. This is like a dream come true, but it's also my worst nightmare because I'm kind of greedy and I have no restraint. So I think, you know, less is more in this situation. So I'm grabbing some lamb, and there are a ton of noodles. So these black noodles here are arrowroot noodles. They look pretty interesting. What else? I'm gonna grab some enoki mushrooms, and I'm in the offal section, so I can see tendon, there's intestines, tripe, cartilage. I'm gonna go for tendon because I love me a bit of tendon. All right, I'm gonna load up on some green. There's some spinach, some Shanghai bok choy, some Thai sam, and add another couple of mushrooms. All right, so we've loaded up. Thomas has chosen to go for the dry hot pot, so this is just going to be stir fried with all the spices that would be in the soup base, but it'll be dry, so no broth. And I'm going for the Sichuan specialty pot. So it's got spicy chili soup, chili, ginger, garlic, all sorts. Hi, how are you? Thank you. So it's $4 New Zealand dollars per 100 grams. So mine comes to nearly half a kilo, just over. We've followed our bowls into the kitchen to see how these guys cook up our Malatang. So Malatang originated in the Sichuan region, and Sichuan is known for Sichuan peppercorns, so that's where the numbing flavour will come from, and spice in the form of dried chili. So this is Thomas's spicy dry pot being cooked up by chef here. He put a ton of dried chilies, spring onion into that pot, and it is going into a giant bowl. Thomas is not going to go hungry. We love being behind the scenes in the kitchen so we can show you how these dishes are cooked up, and I love being here. The smells, the smoke, the fire, the steam. I'm watching mine getting cooked up. So I went for the spicy Sichuan soup base, and a lot of chilies went in there. I opted for medium. I can't wait to eat this. Look at our giant bowls of food. This bowl is bigger than my head. So this is Thomas's spicy dry hot pot. He's got a medley of ingredients in there, and then I went for one of their most popular ones, which is the Sichuan specialty pot. And oh, that soup base smells amazing. We've also got some extra sauces to add on top, so some crushed garlic and also a peanut sauce.
They are incredible to look at, such massive bowls full of food. So we've got two, so really we could be sharing one of these. So they are big enough to share, but we wanted to show you guys two different versions. So I went with this dry one. I've got dried instant noodles in there, greens, some blood cake, fish balls, some potato chips. There is a lot going on in this bowl, and then they chuck in so much chili when they cook it up. Whoa. Oh, that chili is so good. With some blood cake. Oh. You know what I love about this? It tastes what it looks like. It looks like a medley of ingredients, bunch of chili in there. There's some sweetness, there's some saltiness. It's exactly what you want. When I look at this, I want the flavors I'm getting, and they are great. That blood cake's really nice. Oh, look at that lotus root. I love how you can create your own concoction, just chuck in whatever you want, and there is a lot to choose from up there. It's a massive selection. And look at that big dried chili in there. So they chucked a whole lot of chilies in. I'm gonna put some peanut sauce on there, drizzle some peanut sauce and some of this fresh garlic. You've got such a wide selection of stuff to choose from. And then they toss through all that flavoring in the kitchen, and man, the results are so good. Oh, the peanut sauce, that adds a lot. I love that. It's a thick sauce, so it coats everything really nicely, coats those noodles. Oh, this is a good bowl.
I'm all for a spicy soup. When I was filming Thomas, my mouth was watering because I could just smell those beautiful aromatics in the soup wafting up. Oh. I got medium, and it's the perfect spice level for me. Oh man. I just ate some of those potato starch noodles. They are great texture, chewy. The arrowroot was fantastic too. But I can't get over the soup. Oh, it is a beautiful spice. It hits all of the right notes. There's chili in there, garlic, ginger. Oh man, this is good.
I gotta say, this is ramping up. The chili heat is increasing on itself constantly. It is still awesome, but it's building up on me, so it's a real good spicy chili hit if that's what you're after. The spice hunt continues here on Dominion Road. I'm loving just tracking down all this spicy stuff. And like we said at the start, it's not all about punchy chili. So that wasn't the idea of this video ever, to just be about how hot can you handle. It's about spice in general, so that punchiness of flavor you get from spice. And we're continuing that trend with Shao or Chinese barbecue. So this is skewers covered in chili, cumin, Chinese 5-spice, real punchy flavors. Let's go and see these skewers on the grill.
Shao is one of China's most popular street foods. Chinese barbecue can be found all over the country, but we don't have a street food culture here in New Zealand. But what we do have are restaurants that specialise in Chinese barbecue. So we've come to Maya Barbecue, we've eaten here before, we love their food. I'm just going through and ticking on the menu the skewers that we're into. So there's all sorts of offal. I've gone for some chicken skins, some chicken wings, some lamb skewers, intestines, and they also have some great cold dishes that I want to share with you guys. love the grill setup at Maya Barbecue. It's all done over charcoal, so you get that smoky infused flavour in all the meat. We have ordered so many skewers. There's going to be so much good eating to be done. Intestines, pork, lamb, beef, seafood. Wow. So exciting being back here. The meat's starting to cook now, so the smoke's going, the fat's sizzling, it's catching the flames, there's just fire everywhere. Oh man, yum! How cool was that grill? I love being out there seeing the meat cooking away. Now we're heading into the kitchen because these guys make some great cold dishes that go perfectly with that grilled meat and seafood. Ni hao! So exciting being in the kitchen and being able to show you how all these dishes come together. So cold dishes, chef was preparing a couple of salads, lots of fresh vegetables, delicious kumara starch, and then there's also some hot dishes on the go. So I'm just waiting for our scallops and vermicelli to finish bubbling away and heat up. Oh, I can't wait to get into it all. I really don't think we're gonna go hungry. We've got such a huge spread of shao kao in front of us. So we've ordered pork, we've ordered chicken, lamb, beef, we've got some squid, and we've got 2 salads. So this is this kumara starch salad with cucumber, and then just a mixed vegetable salad with some noodles. We've also got this hot dish, which is made up of scallops, a ton of garlic on top I can see and smell, and vermicelli. I'm going straight for my favourite shao kao item, which is pork intestines. A little bit chewy, crispy, creamy. And when the chef was finishing the skewers off on the grill, he chucked a ton of chilli and a bit of cumin on top. So heavily spiced. You can choose mild, spicy or non-spicy. Even with spicy, it's not too over the top. What I love about shao kao is it gives you the opportunity to try parts of animals that you might not normally find on menus. So they had heart, they had kidney, tongue, intestines, tripe. This here is paddywhack. Chewy. Paddywhack is the ligament in the neck of a sheep or a cow. That's real good. Lots of texture. Now, they've got some spice mixes, so you can load up with extra flavour if you want. So sesame, chili, cumin, soybean powder, so you can dip your skewers into this spice mix. Oh, this is so good.
This very much is bear food, so a cold beer goes perfectly with these skewers. Oh yes. Eric, the owner here, was just talking to us about in China how in the summer months they sit outside, skewers on the street, cold beers, and perfect thing to do. I've got some chicken skin here. Ooh. Oh, I love it, that barbecue taste. The charcoal just pushes so much flavour through it. I dipped that in the spice mix. Oh, it's coated in that extra punch of spice and flavour, and the cold dishes here are great too. So this one I find really special. This is a kumara starch noodle covered in a sesame sauce. Whoa. Whoa, that is killer good. Let's grab one of these scallops covered in garlic. Bursting with flavour. I love this. Everything goes so well together. You've got the hot dishes, the salads, these skewers. They sell on average 1,500 skewers a night. And the first record of these skewers was 1,800 years ago in a rock drawing in China. So this has a lot of history, this food. And man, it's so tasty. This is the perfect place to come with a group of people, hang out, have some drinks, skewers, keep ordering if you want more. I love this food. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe, hit like, drop a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Heaps more to come in the Dominion Road series.